It's twisted already. Fucking hell, man. This is a nightmare already, isn't it? Yep. A night. That's all good in the odd. Right then, so yeah, let's see what happens. So, paste fishing. Been told that you're going to miss a lot of bites purely because of the nature of the bait. Because as soon as that moves, it's going to basically just come off the hook in it. So it's it can be frustrating, but we'll see. I'm going to feed some hemp with it and see what happens. So yeah, I've taken quite a lot of shot off this float as well, just to make it a bit more buoyant, because I want to know when that paste is off the hook, and ideally I want the float on the bottom, which it is. I'm about 3 inches over depth. So ideally I want to be knowing when this has come off, and if the float raises because there's no shot on it, then I know the paste has come off, unless I get a bite first, obviously, but we'll see. So let's give it a go. So, never fished paste before, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Although a few tips I did get was to keep the pull low to the water to make shipping it out easier, so you don't get any tangles, which kind of makes sense. And then just drop it in. Bit of hemp over the top. What is going on there? Totally tangled up, that's fucking what. Right then. I wonder if I can ship it out altogether without it. Oh, you dick. Right. Just try it that way. And see. Okay. Might work. Was a bit easier, wasn't it? Lifting it right up in the air. Well, there's an absolute ton of bubbles out there now, so I'm assuming that hemp has definitely drawn a few in. Getting a few little indications on float as well, but more just like dinks and knocks as the line's been brushed against, really. So that's something I need to just keep an eye on, is the paste coming off completely. Okay, so that fell off. Right then, let's get a bit of paste on. Just going to drop it into this right hand margin and see there's something milling around down there, so we might as well see if we can't tempt him out. It's literally just on. Oh, bloody paste has come off, so that was a bit garbage, wasn't it? Bloody Nora. I need it to be a bit firmer than that, I think. Yeah, still feels a bit wet, so oh my days. That looks a bit better. That looks better. Yes, it does. A lot firmer. Right then, so in this right hand margin, I did feed some micros and a bit of hemp in there. I've just dropped in with a bit of paste. There has been something cruising around in and out consistently, really, and it has muddied up again a little bit, although it's cleared quite quick this time. I don't know. We'll see. It's just starting to muddy up again a little bit. So we'll see. We've got a nice chunk of paste on hook. See if we can't produce a fish. Because this has been the weirdest, most frustrating day I've ever had up here. It's just been ridiculous. Oh, I don't believe it. Man alive. Another bloody little skimmer. That was on paste as well. It wasn't even a small bit of paste, for God's sake. Anywho, I'm going to try again anyway. Oh man. Bloody frustrating this is. Frustrating. Yeah, dear. Oh, that's a bit better. So that's a bream. Okay. It was on the paste. So, yeah. It's a fish. Not what I was hoping for, and not what I thought was down there at the moment, to be honest. It's yeah, it's gone really weird, but it's still clouding up there. There's still something grubbing around down there, so I'm going to go back in, another bit of paste on, and just see. Just see, because I don't really think it spooked that carp out. The elastic I've got in this is the pink solid that I mentioned, and it's nice and soft, but it does power really quickly, and I've replaced that from the MAP pink hollow that I used to use for my margin and shallows, and to be honest, it's absolutely brilliant. It does exactly what you need it to do. It's soft enough to to get the fish out of that area, but it's beefy enough to get them in quickly as well. So yeah, chuffed to bits with it, to be honest. Just want to feed a couple of tiny little bits of this paste in as well, just because it does break down and it will leave that cloud of scent in the water, which is what I want. And I want that scent trail in there. Okay. Nice little common. Still nowhere near what I was expecting to get out of this margin line, but anywho, not to worry. So we'll go back in. We'll go back in. There's a bit of hemp in there. Tiny little drop of paste. And a bit on the hook. We'll see. Not using a massive amount of the hook. That could be detrimental, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so paste fishing. What can I tell you about it? Right, I've done it for the first time today, and it's good. It's caught me a bit of everything really. Nothing worthy of being on the camera, but the stamp of fish was slightly better. A few things I should really mention that no one seems to. Okay, the consistency. Okay, if you bake pies, it's like pastry. If you've got kids, it's like Play-Doh is the best consistency that you want really. Best way to mix it for me was to have a pot of water and add the ground bait to it. Okay, this is just the Swim Steam Green. Okay, you want a really fine powdery to get it to the right consistency really for the paste. What else have I learned? Don't have any shotting pattern on your rig basically. I started off with some shot and I couldn't really tell when the paste had come off, so I took all the shot off, put a big ball of paste on, and that was basically hitting the bottom. It was setting the float. Okay, when the paste came off, the float would come up to the, and just lay flat, so I knew it had come off. Bite wise, it's been tricky, to be perfectly honest. I've had tons and tons of small fish coming in and pecking at it, and the float's been giving it all of this. No matter what I fed with it, or even when I stopped feeding with the paste, it was a bit of a nightmare. So that may be something to do something different with. Do you know what I mean? It's I'm not entirely sure the best way around it, because I know there's some massive carp in here, but they're all in top layer. So today is probably the worst day to try it. But I've been feeding hemp with it, and that seemed to have the best results. Okay, I've tried it on a short line in front on a top 2 plus 2 sections, but shipping it out was a nightmare. It's like I tried putting it in the pole pot with the pole tip close to the water, and no matter what I did, the slightest breeze, it'd just twist everything up. So I did try shipping it out in the air. The half a dozen times I tried it, the paste fell off twice, so it was just so frustrating. So I sacked that off. I was getting too really frustrated with it. It was just a nightmare. So I started using it in the margin, which was good. I did get some good skimmers out, but no carp. I know there's carp in there because I've seen them. I can see them tails up feeding, but they're just not interested in the paste for whatever reason. The other tip I would use is use a big hook. Okay, a nice big 12 or 14 hook would be perfect. I've been fishing with a bait band on the hook as well, just to give the paste something else to grip onto other than the hook. Okay, because I was really worried about it coming off. Because if you think about it, the hook and the bait band are buried in the paste anyway, so it's not going to put the fish off. It just gives the paste something else to grip onto. So if you can, just use a hair rig bait band on a decent size hook. But yeah, give it a try. You might do better than me, and if you do, let me know. I'm going to keep at it and keep trying and just see. But yeah, for quick 5-minute tips, I hope they help. clear up some of the confusion. I've still got a lot to learn about pace fishing, but there you go, that's fishing, and that's why I enjoy it. So yeah, cheers, thanks for watching, catch you next time.